Deere and Company says a new third contract offer will not be made to United Auto Workers union members. 55% of union members rejected a second renegotiated offer last night. 45% were in favor of the new deal. News 8 Shelby Kluver now is joining us in Milan. And Shelby, the strike is about to enter its fourth week tomorrow with really no end in sight right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're out here at the Parts Distribution Center in Milan, and you can still see people picketing out here. This was one of only 4 John Deere facilities that had a majority no vote for last night's contract. In fact, last night's vote was so much closer than the first one. The first one had 90% rejection rating. Last night's only 55%. It's a close enough gap that Deere is hoping they can capitalize on this and flip enough workers to end this strike. At Harvester Works, the picket line is feeling one of its coldest days yet, but the strike continues after 55% of union members rejected a tentative agreement between Deere & Company and the United Auto Workers Union. That contract, the second one offered so far, would have risen wages by 10% the first year, with more increases in the 5 years after that. It also expanded pension and health care options, especially for new employees. And now, Deere says that's the best offer they'll make.
One of the things that the bargaining committee for Deere is making clear is that this is the best, last, and final offer.
Jen Hartman is Director of Public Relations for the company. She says that contract addresses the concerns of union members while keeping both the company and employees in a competitive position.
While we certainly recognize that there's some folks perhaps hoping to see different. This is an agreement we're really proud of and that we're standing behind.
In response, the union said, in part, the strike continues and the UAW elected bargaining team, along with Vice President Browning and UAW regional and international staff, continue to discuss next steps.
Generally speaking, labor does not win long strikes.
William Gould is the former chairman of the National Relations Board and now teaches law at Stanford. He says in a normal year, this would have given leverage to Deere, but the pandemic has created a unique situation.
The company obviously needs production. They need it fairly quickly. What the workers have to make a judgment about pretty quickly is whether there's more gold in them their hills before the real cold of the winter sets in.
Now, we want to remind viewers that Deere is still at the negotiating table. The issue now is they don't want to offer a new third contract. Instead, they want to use that second contract, close the gap of workers that are not in favor of it, and end this strike. Jim?
So negotiations continue. That is at least good news. Shelby Kluver reporting live for us in Milan. Neither side of this strike has confirmed whether or not there is a deal that has been reached quite yet.